Yo, it's Brian here. Today, talking about the San Francisco 49ers. In this one, talking about the one thing that is stopping the 49ers from making Super Bowl 56. I think you guys know by now. It's going to be injuries, and I'm going to be spending a video talking about this. I know it's kind of weird. We mention it pretty much in every video, but at the same time, this is a very prevalent issue for the 49ers in terms of their conditioning program, the offseason, and just some freak accidents before offseason programs, all that cool stuff. Going to be spending some time talking about this. Last time I talked about the top 3 reasons why they were Super Bowl contenders. Now's the time to talk about the kryptonite of the 49ers, which is injuries. Hopefully the injury gods is very nice to us this year because it has been very mean to the 49ers for the past couple of years. 2019 Super Bowl run, they were able to get away with it, although they did have a lot of problems then. 2020 was just too much. They couldn't handle it. We'll just get into it in a second. I hope you guys are having a great Saturday. Nothing too crazy for me. Let's just get this video started. But before I do, as always, please like and subscribe. That's going to definitely help me out a lot. Click that bell notification to get notified of future videos. Share this content with fellow Niner faithfuls. Have a new podcast out. If you guys want to check it out on Apple or Spotify, link in the description below. So thank you guys so much. Let's get this started. 49ers injuries, the thing that's stopping the 49ers from making a Super Bowl run. Okay, injuries. I looked a statistic up for week 16, week 17 at the end of the season, regular season in 2020. The 49ers by far had the most players on injured reserve. I think teams up there with the 49ers were probably the Baltimore Ravens and Seattle Seahawks. Nobody beat 17 players at the end of the season in terms of injured reserve. I'm pretty sure we have way more players than that because they had the short-term 3-week rule in terms of injured reserve. By the way, they are keeping that rule for 2021, which the rule personally I love. I love players to be out just for that little and then be able to come back instantly instead of having to wait the whole year and then come back only in the playoff runs for 2 players, but it's unlimited. I'm glad that was a great rule that they implemented in 2020. But anyways, going back to injured reserve, 17 players, that is absolutely ridiculous by the end of the season. You can talk about the notable injuries in 2020. It's starting from the quarterback all the way down to defense. Jimmy Garoppolo, George Kittle, a lot more players, but those 2 guys are enough to tell you that there's a problem in terms of injuries with the Niners. I hope they can get this resolved any way, shape, and form. During the offseason, Kyle Shanahan had to stop practice OTAs early on because Tavarius Moore and Justin School had significant injuries where they're going to be out for the rest of the year. Got to reevaluate the program. I don't know how to talk about this every single year. I'm not a doctor or physician, so I can't really give tips on how to better condition the players to hopefully not get any significant injuries, but they really got to work on it. I know they got a new conditioning program in 2019. It should be working by now, but so far I think it's gotten even worse and worse and worse. And a lot of it, yes, it's a lot of bad luck. 2020 was a shortened season. We didn't really have any practice, OTAs, everything was done during Zoom and all that virtual stuff, so it was a little bit of a pass in terms of that, but still, it is still a prevalent issue for the 49ers for the past couple of years, not just in 2020, but also their Super Bowl run, 2018, 2017, beyond that. And this has been a problem since Jim Harbaugh. So this is not like a Kyle Shanahan thing where injuries just all of a sudden popped up. It's been bad since the 2010s. They got to find a way to change that. I don't know how, but they just got to find a way. This is their biggest kryptonite for 2021. I'd say any opponent they can beat on a good day. If everybody's healthy, they can compete with anybody. The Kansas City Chiefs, I want the Super Bowl revenge. They can beat Tampa Bay, in my opinion. They can beat the Green Bay Packers, who are other great teams. You know, just anybody that you can mention. The Seattle Seahawks on a good day if we can be completely healthy, but they just got to stay healthy in order to make this run. This is beating a dead horse essentially making this video, but at the same time it's still an issue. It won't never be an issue until this gets resolved, which I don't know if it will get resolved in 2021. I'm pretty sure Shanahan's going to be taking it easy on practice. I've heard maybe there's some rumors that it's a little bit too hard, too physical, and they get hurt during the season because of it, but you never know. I mean, I'm not part of their practice programs. I don't know what's going on in terms of their conditioning, programming, and what they do during training camp and all that. If that's true, then you just got to calm it down a little bit. I guess do more non-contact drills. I don't know. I mean, it's a double-edged sword because if you do too much non-contact drills, then you're not really getting hit. You're not really getting that feeling of playing football. But if you do too much contact, then it could wear the body off and then that could be more prone to injuries. You just got to balance your way out in terms of that. Again, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a physician, so I'm not going to tell the 49ers how to run their physical program. They got to figure that out themselves. They have some great doctors, I'm assuming. They have some great doctors in the Bay Area and Stanford, all that cool stuff, so they can consult with them. Or other teams, if they're trying to find a way to stay as healthy as possible because, as I said, it's an issue. It will always be an issue until they get this resolved. That's pretty much it, you guys. Pretty quick video right here, and I hope the 49ers, the way that they're constructed, the team is very good. Kyle Shanahan, DeMeco Ryans, I believe in them in both offense and defense. Also, Mike McDaniel, but they have to avoid the injuries. They can be able to do great things for the regular season and also the playoff run as well. I'm going to end it right here, you guys. Please let me know what you guys think about injuries and other kryptonites that might stop the 49ers from making the Super Bowl and winning it all. Please let me know in the comments below. If you guys like this, please like and subscribe. That's going to help me out a lot. I'll be catching you guys up hopefully tomorrow on a Sunday, if not a Monday. Bye, guys. Love y'all. Y'all have a great rest of your night. Go Niners all day.